Joining me now is Congressman Byron Donalds. Congressman, it's great to see you tonight. You know, they all got mad at me last week when I said, you know, it's time to step aside. Your future in politics is not over. They're both, you know, still pretty young and could both do a lot. But now we have DeSantis doing the right thing. But Haley has a series of big ticket fundraisers scheduled. What does that tell you?
What it tells me is, Laura, you have a lot of donors who haven't seen the writing on the wall. But I'm up here in northern New Hampshire right now. They just got done with the national anthem. And I'm going to tell you, the fever for Donald Trump is real. That's what Republican voters want all across our country. The line outside in 20-degree weather proves it. And the donors need to come face the facts and face the reality that the thing that's going to save this nation is an America First agenda, and Donald Trump's going to deliver it.
Well, Congressman, you're in New Hampshire. You feel the energy. But some of the so-called never Trumpers who used to work in the Trump administration, and if they could, they would come crawling back now. But they can't because they're actually hosts of The View. Watch.
There's some sexism we haven't talked about. Ron DeSantis actually intellectually knows that Nikki Haley is more qualified and more fit to be the GOP nominee. He's a Harvard grad. He's a Yale undergrad. He served in the Navy. He knows Donald Trump is not better than her. Congressman,
is sexism the reason Nikki Haley isn't winning?
No, it's not. It's about the agenda, and it's about what the American people have seen. Donald Trump has done this job, Laura. We've talked about that many, many times. And Nikki Haley does represent the old guard and the old way in the Republican Party. That's how she came up. That's how she governed in South Carolina. The voters in our country, Republican voters in our country, do not want that. They are tired of business as usual in Washington, D.C., and frankly, in a lot of state capitals in our country. What they want is an agenda that speaks for them, that speaks to them, that demonstrates that our government is serious about doing everything of, by, and for the people, not for businesses, not for foreign nationals, not for international globalist communities, but for the American people first and foremost. That's what they want, and that's what they're going to get.
Congressman, I'm just glad that you have a really loud voice, given where you're standing right now. Thank you very much for joining us, and have fun out there, my friend.